So we can't even have a Super Bowl halftime show without people tripping. Ah, man. What's going on, everybody? This is Rico, the acronym, and this is Rico's Rants. What's going on, everybody? Let's get to talking about it. Super Bowl halftime show was fucking amazing. New death row in the house. I love the chain, Snoop. Loved the chain. Loved the whole performance. Mary J. falling out. Kendrick Lamar came out there with the golden guard. It was great. And of course, every time black people do something amazing, here come white people with their fucking opinions. Oh my God. And it's not even that it's like a musical opinion thing. It's like, oh, it's just not my cup of tea. Oh, but they did a good thing. The performance was. No, it's people just straight up trashing the halftime show like it was just the worst thing for them to put on TV. Oh my God. One guy I seen on a friend of mine's page was like, are you okay with having to censor all the crotch grabbing out from your daughter? And it's like, where did you see any crotch grabbing? I'm sure nobody enjoyed, seeing Dre be up there 20, 30 years after this man was not supposed to be in the game still. He wasn't supposed to be in the industry still because rap wasn't supposed to survive past the 80s. And then it did. It survived the 90s and the 2000s and the 2010s. And now it's the highest selling music genre in the world. In the world. Now, mind you, I might be off on that. Check my numbers. But I guarantee you, if we ain't number one, right behind it. And everybody and their mama, especially country fans. And I'm not saying country fans to be like a dog whistle and go, white people. No, I mean actual fans of country music that find find their opinion so fucking important on music that they can go ahead and tell us what's music and what's not. You know what I'm saying? Now, oh, well, I mean, technically it's music, but I mean, they're not playing instruments or anything. It's not like it's, that hard. Let me tell you right now, as an artist, as a person that's worked on hip hop records and stuff like that, making them beats is not fucking easy. Okay? You can sit there and say it is, and yeah, there are programs you can put together to where all you got to do is throw together some loops that somebody already made and make a beat. Okay, get the fuck over it. That shit is still not easy. Is it as easy as playing guitar? It's just as difficult. Just as difficult as DJing, just as difficult as b-boying or b-girling, breaking. It's just as difficult. But it seems, as usual, racists have to hide behind something. And so, like my buddy said, he said it on his, he put it real eloquently on his page. If you're that loud about not liking rap music, I mean that loud about it, not just, oh, I don't like rap music. If you're that loud about not liking rap music, you're probably racist. And that goes for black people too, because there are plenty of black people that do not like black people, that try to blend in and assimilate with white culture so much that they remove themselves from any kind of sign of blackness, hip hop, R&B, gospel, any of that. And the funny thing is, regardless of how far away you try to run away from blackness, especially in the West, you cannot run away from it because we create the cool. Every time something's cool, it's some shit we done did, all the way back to jazz. You know what I'm saying? We make the cool in America. So it doesn't matter how far you run, you still run into some black shit eventually, okay? Country, plenty of black artists. Shout out to Chauncey Jones. Shout out to, forgot the other brother I know, Kane, forgot his name. But shout out to all the brothers and sisters doing country music. And shout out to all the brothers and sisters doing any kind of music and all kind of music. Because it doesn't really matter whether the genre is your cup of tea or not. A good show is a good show. Okay? And if you can't recognize a good show because you don't like the genre of music, you might need to look at yourself as a musician and go, And fuck it, I'm going to say it. Most of the people with these opinions, these strong ass opinions about hip hop, be old white guitar players that ain't did shit in years. And they're always bitching like it's 1985, like hip hop's gonna fucking go somewhere or something. It's not going anywhere. It's not. Dre and Snoop and them is in their 50s. Superbowl halftime show. Superbowl. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. It's not going anywhere. And on top of that, just on some equality shit, black people don't trip whenever there's a lame ass white band that plays the Super Bowl. They never trip. We just don't watch the shit. Nobody tripped on The Who in the hood when they did that lame ass halftime show after Prince. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody in the black community was like, man, these motherfucking white boys ain't shit. God. No, motherfuckers went and got their plate and came back when the halftime show was over. End of story. And it just goes to show you, racists will find anything. They will find any and every reason to not fuck with something, or to say that something's not worth something, or to say something's not as good as what they're doing. But what they're doing is still black shit, which of course they'll use as an excuse to say they're not racist. Oh, well, I'm not racist. I like names black rock band, names black country singer, tells us about their black friends. Stop the bullshit. Stop the capping. I know plenty of good old boys that loved that damn halftime show. They was up sea walking with the rest of us. It also really goes to show the fear that some white people have about black culture taking over, not realizing that black culture been took over. There is no majority white culture that's so cool that everybody's trying to emulate. But like I said, there's always going to be those hidden dog whistle racists. Half of them don't even realize they're racist as hell. And they're going to have what they got to say. And I'm going to have what I got to say at all times, because we don't put up with racism over here. Okay? I don't give a fuck if it's dog whistle. I don't give a fuck if it's slight. I don't give a fuck if it's major KKK hood on right in your face. We're not putting up with it. Okay? So if you got something fucked up to say about the Super Bowl, just shut the fuck up. Okay? We're not gonna rock Kenny Chesney when he does it. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna rock Brooks and Dunn. Okay? Just fucking leave the shit alone, man. Nobody was fucking with y'all. Why y'all fucking with us? And really the worst thing anyone has to say that they can actually back up is that Dr. Dre got up there and said, still not loving police. Well, we're not. Because they're still doing the same shit they was doing when that song came out, which was the early 2000s. And then the song that inspired that line, Fuck the Police, came out in the 80s. So since NWA came out, which was, I believe, 86, something like that, police still doing the same shit. Still getting away with the same shit. So we ain't supposed to like the police, man. And if you get Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar on a stage together, do you really expect there not to be some sort of activist statement? Because, yet again, when y'all make y'all's little activist statements, we don't say shit. Unless your activist statements have something to do that's directly against us, which most of them do. Let's be real about this, man. Every time black people ask for something or get something, white people have to say something about it. They have to critique it. They have to, oh, it's not as good as this. It's not as good. Or they do the even worse thing and they put us against each other. And they go, oh, well, I mean, you know, whatever. That wasn't as good as Michael Jackson. That wasn't as good as Prince. That wasn't as good as Beyonce. That wasn't. And those are real musicians. And those are real. And it's like, you're just digging for bullshit, and you're really doing the exact same thing white people have been doing for a long time. And I'm not even just going to say white people, that the powers that be have been doing for a long time, and that's trying to put one side against the other, okay? Like your country music, like whatever artist you want to like, whoever you thought should have been up there, and then, you know what, why don't you email Roger Goodell in the NFL and let them know who you want to see. But until then, stop shitting on everybody else having a good time, man. That's my era right there. That was my era. I was in middle school, high school when that shit was coming out, man. I had a great time watching that shit. Okay, we didn't see Paul McCartney again. So the fuck what? All right? It's a new age. It's a new era. Old school music right now is sounding a lot like that thuggish stuff that y'all said wasn't going to fucking last. That thuggish stuff, all them thugs y'all was worried about, them thugs are CEOs now. Them thugs is entrepreneurs now. Them thugs is not only feeding their own family, but feeding a whole bunch of families. But y'all ain't got shit to say except for somebody was grabbing their crotch and rap isn't really music. Rap is crap and blah, 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 blah. It's like, all right, what the fuck have you done in music then? Where's your credentials? What families are you feeding? What have you done? What kids have you sent on to greatness from your youth programs? Okay? Who have you inspired with your records? Nobody? All right, so if that's the answer, if the answer is nobody, then you need to shut the fuck up. End of story. Y'all know what it is, man. I think I done said enough, man. Holla at me in the comments. I want to hear what y'all got to say about that halftime show. I loved it. It was so great. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about it. Like, subscribe. It's your boy Rico. Peace.